while the sun is set, there's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. Don't forget that. We didn't practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing at the draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else.
Through the warm-ups, both teams are ready, and we're underway in Atlanta. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. It's taken over for the first time here. And we'll get a look at a man who's been around the block quite a few times now.
Simply put, there's not a throw on the field he's not capable of making. His arm can reach every blade of grass, which as a defender is an absolute pain to have to worry about down in and down out. And as an offense, it energizes you for the possibility of a big play at any time.
And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. And go play fake with Jones. Sheds off a rusher. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So here offense for their first drive. And leading them out in his 6th season in the league now is their quarterback.
Sure seems like every quarterback's called a leader, isn't he? But he really goes that extra mile to earn that title. Confident, running his team out there for this series and for every series. You gotta be calm, you gotta be cool, you gotta be collected in demeanor, but you gotta have that fire as well to lead your team. This is a guy his teammates can lean on during the game, and he sure enjoys being that stable pillar of this offense.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll try and throw it here. That's caught for the 1st. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Hits his running back. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. So now here's 3rd and 5. Pass play coming here. Caught, nice gain left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Thrown back, gets the handoff. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. First down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. They go play action here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Looking to the air here. He'll have the first down and even more. Touchdown, Atlanta! Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some points every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right. Because that's... We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one right down the middle. Back to a 7-0. Team out there as they'll send this away. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Returning to the field for their 2nd possession. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a 2nd time. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. They put a receiver in motion right. He's going to push one deep. Big gain downfield. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for now.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they're going to tag a defender with this one. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. On first down, it's Jones to throw. Finds a man right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Jones. That's more on the quick slant. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Fielded just shy of the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Onto the field comes the Atlanta offense for the 2nd time. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 21. We've got a screen to the running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. It's a design boot. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to throw now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Wideout's getting involved in the ground game. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Short pass caught by his tight end.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Atlanta after this. Back for our second quarter. They've been moving it well, but face a 3rd down here. That's complete. It's the rookie from Georgia. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You're not going to last long. Don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to push this down to the 12. It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Goes up and over for the touchdown. Now lead by 10. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. Their lead to 11. Team out there as they'll send this away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. We see their way out now. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
First throw for the backup now. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on first down. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
For the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. So no return on that punt. Plenty of work to do on their next drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? He's dropping back to throw. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that brings up 4th and long. Ready for the punt. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this one at the 40. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. On offense. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Throwing it to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and on the field. 2nd and 3 now. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Free play here, let's see what he does. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's completed right side. He does it. The Ravens make it a 1-score game in the first half. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Kicking team on to try the P. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut 4 as they send it away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. For their next possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
He takes this in on his side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And they'll get ready to go on offense. On first down, they'll run. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he gets to the end zone, touchdown. The Ravens need only one to take the lead. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle, it's good. Their lead to 3. The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. Returnable from the 2. They'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Here's a give up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a throw. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's a long
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in, and that O-line's head, they are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates, and those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Their offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for now.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Another try following the sack. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Setting up a throw. He just throws this one away. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll run the counter. Gets him the first past the 35. Finds a seam, left side. He's off to the races. All the way down. The Falcons get some late points and the lead. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one right down the middle. 4-point lead. The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. Returning. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Ravens all set. This points. Everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. They'll come out throwing. Catch made over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Clock's still running. Everyone up. Looking for a target. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throw is caught by the back. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. They'll bring out the punter here. And they could really use a good one here. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. He's got it at the 24. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. Out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. First and 10, looking to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. They'll throw on first. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Timeout to their final one. From the 33 on second down. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. So we've reached the half of this preseason opener. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have 2 more games after this to get ready before week 1 comes our way. It'll be here before you know it. In our game, most of the starters have made their cameo and departed. They'll watch the second half with the shoulder pads off, but plenty of youngsters out there with a lot to gain or lose as we get you right back out to Kate Scott.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. Their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets this up to the 20 before being stopped. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw this one. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, You're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
To the air, 3rd and long. Puts a little too much into this one. That's too high. Brings up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it'll be their football. Very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throw wheeled in by Thomas. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
The back grabs it, and this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! 2nd half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. Back to even. Is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. Now here comes defense. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. Plowing up the middle. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
He makes the 25. And he's finally marked down at the 34. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Hand off to the back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Give now to the running back. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 yards on the carry. Gets him some yards back, but still 3rd and 9 upcoming. They're throwing it. Dump off caught by his back. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. The offense headed back to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Motioning left is their running back. To the air now on 1st and 10. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They give it to him again. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They go play action on 1st. Dumped off to his running back. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. No return on that punt. And over. Running back, headed back out for a new series. Option design here. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. Third down, 1 yard to go. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Pass play now. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
6 DBs out there. 3rd down coming up. He'll throw it. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. Ready for the punt. And this one ventures out of play on the fly. The question is where it's marked. Looks like they'll say the 17-yard line. Their offense running back out now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. They send a tight end in motion. Play action on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Got a man. It's Thomas. Galloping inside the 40. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. 4th quarter lead. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. That tie, and now lead by 7. Team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle's made at the 15-yard line. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Motioning the tight end left. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Another carry for him. And it's a rare defensive win on the ground. He's caught at the line. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and it's 3rd and 9. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. He's got it. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. This one returned for 11 yards. On offense. New set of downs for him from the 46. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to gonna drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's now a handful of sacks for the defense and a handful of bruises for the quarterback. Consider this, Kate. Truly elite defenses in this league, well, they average just over 3 sacks a game during an entire season. You put up 5 in a contest, you're playing like one of the league's best.
All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be taken down right around the 39. They pick up a single yard, still well behind the sticks for this third down. Back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here comes their offense out again. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punt team on, and they'll send this one away. Fields this clean at the 30. He breaks a tackle. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Completed to his running back. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
That of 1. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up. Running this one left. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
Looking for the back that time. So that brings up 4th and long. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Team is ready, and they're gonna send this one away. He's gonna return it from a yard or 2 deep. Not much on the return. Should have kept that one in the end zone as the tackle is made at the 15-yard line. This offense getting all set for this series. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Dropping back to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Throwing on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Desperation time here on 4th. That one's complete over the middle. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Now this offense ready to head back out. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. A give now from the gun. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. First of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
And he doesn't get the lane he wants or needs. He's going to be taken down at the line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here he is on 3rd and long. Hauled in left side. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Whether they meant to go to him or it was an adjustment on the fly, that's not the read that was going to beat this defense for a 1st down. That look, well, this crew defensively was prepared for and knew how to keep it short of the marker.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. 10-point lead. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Another drive coming up for this offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. First and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now, get everyone up and set here. They are throwing it again. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. From the 26 on second down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
To throw. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. To reject that one. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. They'll run for this. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Now, get everyone up and set here. And they get up there and clock the ball. A little over 50 seconds now remaining. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll try and throw it here. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he is to throw. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Looking to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds at the 4. Oh, he was thinking touchdown there. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Receiver in motion, headed right. From the red zone now. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. They'll throw it again. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown, and there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here, running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in, finding windows where windows shouldn't exist, and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast, trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
That one splits the uprights. Back to within 6. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. And this is going to be recovered by moments away now from celebrating a win.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Their offense returning to the field for another possession. Their lead's still more than a field goal, thankfully, should the worst happen, Brock. But obviously the goal here is to hang on to the ball and try to run this game out.
Yeah, the goal is to get to the best formation in the history of offensive football. The victory formation.
The victory formation.
That is all that you're thinking right now, is just make these plays, run out this clock so we could take one more knee and celebrate.
Home with the win. And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been so long, everybody. Winners, as we say goodbye from Atlanta.